and they were going to also be delivered from the coming judgment that was going to come upon really Israel, the nation of Israel, the temple in Jerusalem, and also the Roman Empire at that time was affected as well, because there was a lot of geopolitical upheaval. And I started to really consider these things. I think in 2014, some life-changing things happened, and I started to rethink about it again, because I really, honestly, not having a lot of these questions answered about certain consistencies, like why people are pushing the rapture to a future date, why they're making Matthew 23, 24, and 25 future, and not really having a clear answer as to, what, like, the Gog Magog war, I call it that, the Gog Magog War. It's not called that in the Bible, but I call it that. What that means in at the end of Revelation, what that means in Zechariah, what that means in Ezekiel, and in the references, I believe, in Isaiah as well. Like, are they, like, really, in fact, are those wars, are those battles the same as the Battle of Armageddon, like in Revelation? It doesn't make any sense, right? And I really wanted to have some sort of clear answer on this thing, and I really wasn't getting anywhere. Nobody could really answer these questions really well in a way that it made sense. And then through research and through much prayer and certain circumstances, I ended up, like, coming to the conclusion we are, I think, living in the little season of Revelation 20 verses 3. And that's going to take a whole other video or sets of videos to be able to really, really break down and kind of share with you what I know. I'm not a Bible teacher. That isn't actually my gifting. Going back, though, to, like, what I think is kind of the reason why people are really very much not happy, I think, with what I have, like, what I've discovered. I think people are afraid of what they don't necessarily want to be undone, or what they have hinged their hopes and their dreams on. They want Jesus to be able to take them out of this present life. They want Jesus to be able to bring judgment upon this world for all its wickedness, and they believe that the rapture will be that kind of mechanism, with the vehicle will be the defining moment for when that happens. And then I do believe that happened to the church of Jew and Gentile Christians of the New Covenant Israel. I believe that happened at that time. They had that to look forward to, especially as they were going through so much persecution, the likes of which we have never seen before. We've never seen that kind of persecution to the Christian church on a worldwide level. They were rounded up worldwide. It was across the Roman Empire, and they were there are horror stories, and you can read for it yourself, but it was just awful. And then to know that there was also going to come a time when Jerusalem was also going to be invaded as well, and what that looked like. And this is why I also believe that when we look at the seal judgments and the trumpet judgments, we're seeing a working out of that whole situation, of all of those prophecies. All of those seal judgments and trumpet judgments came to pass in history over, like, Jerusalem. Jerusalem experienced the famine. Jerusalem experienced the slaughter. Jerusalem experienced plagues all throughout that time, leading up to its destruction in 70 AD. And then you look at the fall of the Roman Empire. Well, I do believe that the Puritans, or those coming out of the 1,000-year medieval times, and I think post Martin Luther, it's my understanding that they knew that the beast of Revelation was the Roman Empire, right? It was the Roman Empire, where you had this system of emperor worship. Did they not do this through a pantheon of various beliefs and in pagan worship systems? Did they not believe in all of these different gods? And did they not also have to pay tribute to Caesar as God? And there were various mark of the beast systems that the Christians did not do. They did not follow.